Hi guys, zpolt here. Welcome to my lab. And today we're gonna look at, I would say, one of the most geeky watches that I have come across with. This is a Casio Databank. And I sort of have this kind of watch when I was little, so that's why I kind of bought it, and it has that kind of retro design as well. But yeah, we're gonna look at it and give you my impressions on it as well. So box is mostly plain box. And the inside you have right off the bat the watch itself, and look at that, guys. It has of course the calculator kind of look. We're gonna take a look at this more detail later. Let's look at the box first. And in the box you have your warranty information, and not anything else in the box. So let's put this aside and let's go to the watch itself. And okay, so there we go. Let's go to the watch itself. So right off the bat, look at this, guys. It's really awesome looking, for me at least. It has that kind of retro look that you have there with the calculator design, and they have a sort of a two-part system right here. Yeah, this is the Casio Databank. So this is I think the second calculator watch that Casio went out with. Definitely it's sort of ahead of its time when it was released, I think in the 90s or in the 80s, I mean. So let's look at the build first. So it's mostly made of stainless steel. It is, I would say, nicely built. Yeah, stainless steel right here, and also in the links is all stainless steel. I got the gold version, and at the back it's not all gold. You have the silver here at the back. Okay, so you have also a stainless steel backing right here, and as you can see, guys, from the look of it, it's not straight. It has sort of a taper right here, so when you put it in your wrist, it sort of hugs your wrist. It's not super thick as well. It's quite thin in comparison to sort of my other watches, but definitely it's a looker. So here in the strap part, it's really cool looking. It doesn't have any complicated design whatsoever. It's sort of just like your scale kind of strap right here. I would say, yeah, it's pretty cool looking. It has a pretty smooth taper here as well, and also here in this part you have a sort of smooth taper here as well. So definitely when you wear it, it's sort of like a sort of futuristic kind of design. So yeah, what I don't like is it has that two-tone kind of look. So it has the gold and then silver. I wish it was all silver here also. I didn't like that it has sort of a two-tone look, because when you're wearing it on your wrist, if it's like sideways, you can see the silver right here, which is something that I don't like. So let's wear it first so you guys can have a look at of course how it looks like. So look at this. So actually when I first held this, I was expecting that it was a bit bigger, because I like big watches. I'm not really, sort of a fan of small watches, so that's why I kind of like this more. I chose this because it has a really big face. Okay, so yeah, I'm still trying to get used to this kind of clasp system. There we go. There we go. So yeah, it fits kind of flush in my hand, and as you can see, guys, yeah, it's quite tight, but I don't mind it, especially because the fit is really sort of flush in your hand. So I'd say it really looks cool. It's sort of like a bangle kind of look in your wrist, and it's a big face as well. It kind of looks like a smartwatch, so that's why it kind of resonated with me, because I'm a geek. I love gadgets, and this sort of looks like a smartwatch. And from the articles also, this is sort of mentioned that this is the first smartwatch, which is something that I can believe, because yeah, this has really cool features inside. So this is how it looks like. Yeah, it really looks cool, and it's sort of glossy as well, but it's not as glossy as maybe my Seiko SKXs. That is more glossy. And look at this, guys. So this not the thing that I like. You have the two-tone thing going on here, and it's not like super yellow gold as well. It's sort of an understated kind of gold. It's sort of like your desaturated gold kind of color, which is something that you may like or not like. For me, I wish it was more of a yellow gold, a more gold kind of version, but I don't mind this at all. So that's why I got this gold kind of version. The silver is also cool, but I kind of like this look. It's sort of more unique for me, and that's something that I'm gonna wear as well. And this is sort of an accent piece for me, so that's why I like gold. It will grab some attention compared to your silver kind of design. So it has a pretty big face right here. Of course, you have the time, and you have the seconds clock, you have a day indicator, and you also have your alarm, and also the date here as well. And of course, major feature right here is you have several modes, and of course you have that calculator mode. Okay, so here's the calculator mode. The buttons here take some time to get used to. I'm still not used to it, but it's really cool to have a calculator on your wrist, especially for fast calculation. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, it's really cool to have a calculator on your wrist all the time, but it's not that easy to press. I wish it was more easy, but of course I don't mind. I'm not really, gonna use the calculator here that much often. Maybe if I just want the feel of it, but mostly I'm gonna use my mobile phone. But I like that there's a feature here. You can use the calculator, which is really cool, and you have your alarm here as well, and a stopwatch, of course. And I'm not sure what this is. And of course the adjustment right here as well. Okay, so it does have a light also. It's your retro kind of feeling light. Look at that. I kind of like that kind of look, to be honest. Yeah, it looks retro. It feels that it's an old product. So this one of the probably main reasons why you're gonna buy this, because you kind of want the nostalgia, and this definitely gives you a nostalgia. It's sort of like your not super high-tech kind of gadget, to be honest. Yeah, it brings you back in time. So okay, so here you have an adjustment for your military time, 24-hour time, or of course your AM PM kind of time. So I kind of like that the LCD also, it's sort of a yellow kind of LCD. It's not your gray LCD, which fits well, I think, with the aesthetic of the like yellow on yellow kind of aesthetic. So yeah, I really like this. I think from all my collection, this is what I'd say fits me the most in terms of my character, because I kind of like a retro kind of design. I like gold, and I also like of course it's something that brings me back to my childhood, and this is one of the main reasons for that. And of course I'm a geek. I love the calculator kind of design, so I think it fits well with a tech head's character. And of course it has the Japanese heritage, which is something I like as well. I love Japan, I love anime and stuff like that. So yeah, this really resonates well with me. This is definitely one of my favorites in my watch collection, and for any geek, I'd say it's worth considering, especially if you love Japanese kind of culture. Definitely keep this. This is one of my daily drivers, definitely, and I highly recommend you checking out one. There's also some other versions of the calculator watch, but this is the most boxy, which is something that I like, and I would say it's still classy looking. You can still wear this when you're using a coat. So yeah, I really like this. Make sure you check this out, and of course I'm gonna have more reviews in the future, and more watch reviews, and of course earphone reviews here in the channel. And if anything geeky, of course I'm gonna take a look at it here in the lab. And of course subscribe if you want that. Stay tuned for my other reviews that is gonna come soon. And of course I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye.